What if I told you India becoming the world's #1 economy is not a 2100 dream? Right now, the world's biggest companies, richest countries, and even the USA are slowly changing their plans around one country. And no, it's not China anymore. Every year, more factories move, more money flows, more power quietly shifts. Most people think USA will stay #1 forever, and China will be its biggest competitor. But in reality, that belief is very wrong and already outdated. Because India has something neither of them can fully control. And once you understand this, the global economy starts to make sense. In this video, I'll show you exactly how India can become the world's #1 economy. What needs to go right, what could go wrong, and why the next 10 to 15 years matter more than the next 50. Stay till the end, because the final factor is the one most people completely ignore. Okay, pause for 2 seconds. This is the moment where we find out who is a loser and who is a winner. You have 5 seconds to like and subscribe. I bet Mexico's brain that you lost. Prove me wrong by commenting if you have balls.
Always making noise. Switzerland's popcorn, the ultimate choice. India's chapel, a legend renowned. In this arena, where champions are found. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Endless options for you and me. Chaos reigns. Anime versus in this dizzying maze. Countryballs you mention, we thrive. Across dimensions, we thrive. Anime versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. This journey our spirits grow. With anime versus leading the way. Every single moment, come what may. Come what may. Go, 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 go. Anime versus.
Me is very rage. I will buy diamond light.
What the heaven? Who gave you $1 trillion? Oh.
LOL, keep talking about poop and toilet. I will be growing my economy in the meantime. I'm still the world's #1 economy. My companies and currencies run the world. Soon $1 will be 100 rupees. When something breaks anywhere on earth, people still look at me first.
Bro is overconfident. But to be honest, that confidence isn't fake. Like whatever he is saying is right though.
But staying #1 is harder than becoming #1. Unfortunately, my costs are rising and my workers are expensive. And on top of that, my population is getting older. I can't build everything myself anymore.
Now, this part is also real. This is the part most people ignore. Big economies don't fall suddenly. They feel pressure slowly. And also, this is where my advantage starts. My workers are younger, labor is cheaper, and my market is still growing. When costs rise for USA, companies look for efficiency, not because they hate USA, but because money has no emotions.
Every new factory costs more and every new worker costs more.
Every new factory creates momentum. One factory creates jobs. Jobs create demand. Demand creates growth. And that's exactly how pressure turns into opportunity. USA's problem is not weakness, it's maturity. And my advantage is not dominance, it's timing. And we all know, in economics, timing matters more than pride. This doesn't mean USA is falling. It means the world is adjusting. And when the world adjusts, new leaders quietly rise.
Lol, did you just say you will become #1? No, one in what exactly? Selling curries? In scamming people?
Oh look who is talking. Ching Chong China Moina who eats cockroach for breakfast. You will become no. 1 in eating insects. Congratulations, bro. Do you know there's a timeline where this conversation is unnecessary? A timeline where I'm already number 1.
Oh,
Yeah, if a certain empire didn't show up, stay for 200 years, and looted me non-stop. You know which empire I am talking about.
Ahem. Bro, India is so childish. Why does he always have to bring up this topic? It's not like those lootings happened yesterday, or something. It happened decades ago.
So what? That still happened. You treated my economy like an ATM with legs. Between the 1700s and 1900s, around $45 trillion worth of wealth was extracted. And today people blame me for being poor. Imagine running a marathon, but every 5 minutes someone steals your shoes. Then later says, "Why are you so slow?" Like seriously. What kind of ducking logic is this? But anyways, I don't get points for what could have been, only for what I do now. So let's get back to present. But if you feel bad for me, then please like the video. 1 like equals $1 to India. Most people get confused when they hear 2 things at the same time. That India is a $4 trillion economy, and Indians are still not rich on average. So well, there's a solid reason for this. I have a population of 1.4 billion and a GDP of $4 trillion. When you divide it, the GDP per capita becomes $2,500. So that means an average Indian earns around $2,500. GDP per capita is measured annually. So an annual $2,500 will be $207 per month. It means an average Indian earns around 20,000 rupees per month. Now, as I said, India has 1.4 billion people. So even if they all earn only 20,000 rupees per month, the GDP still will be literally $4 trillion. So what does this mean? India as a country itself is rich, but Indians, the citizen of India, are poor. Majority, like around 70% of Indians, still live in villages. Now obviously, villagers don't earn much, so the per capita is terrible. Moreover, village has many informal work and government misses many of them. But here's the part most people miss. Being the no. 1 economy does not mean people are the richest. It means the total size of the economy is the biggest. USA became no. 1 not because every American was rich, but because its industry, companies, and productivity scaled fast. India can do the same, differently. An average American's life is also cooked.
Habibi, if you want GDP per capita, then come to my country.
Can I have some sniper lunch?
Shut the duck up, fake Sigma. Run before I kick in your poopy ass.
First, growth rate. USA is already a developed country, so it has a less growth rate. India has a higher growth rate than USA because India is a developing country. USA grows at around 2%. I grow at 6 to 7%. That difference sounds small, but over 20 to 30 years, it changes everything. Second, population working age. My population is young. Millions enter the workforce every year. More workers equals more production, and more production equals higher GDP. This advantage lasts decades. By the way, Mexico has stole my popcorn. So before we continue the video, let me feed him some chapel. This does not happen next year. This does not happen because of one government. If growth stays stable, if there are no major disasters, and if policies don't collapse the economy, India can become the largest economy by size, around the late 2030s to early 2040s. Also, let me say something very important. When I become number 1 in economy, it does not mean Indians become richest. It means India, the country, becomes richest. India can be number 1 while still being middle income. India is still developing non-stop, so it can grow at 5 to 7% for decades.
so, just because I have some weakness, you really think you can beat me? I mean, I've been no 1 for a long time. My GDP has crossed $30 trillion. Even my 1/3 GDP is twice than you. What is making you to think you can surpass me? My population produces way more value than you.
My population produces way more food because we eat tacos.
But bro, I am growing.
Growing, that's cute.
Even if India becomes #1 in economy, it's nothing exciting. People will still complain, traffic is still bad, life is still hard. Your teacher will still scold you for not doing homework. You will still have to poop on toilet. And you will still have to eat dal chawal for dinner. Your mom will still beat you with her chapel, and your dad will beat you with his belt. Becoming the largest economy is only a flex to the government, so they can beg for votes. This year, India surpassed Japan in economy. So does that mean Indians are now richer than Japanese? Not even close. Soon India will surpass Germany and become 3rd largest economy. So does that mean Indians will become richer than Germans? Absolutely not. Indians became richer compared to last 10 years, but cost of living also increased a lot. So it does not matter at all. Hope you understood. Subscribe before leaving, otherwise I will send Mexico to empty your fridge.
The stage is bright. In the neon glare we take flight. Every twist, every turn ignites the night. Speeding ahead, breaking free. Endless options for you and me. Chaos reigns, trails of blaze. Enemy versus in this dizzy maze. Across dimensions we thrive. Enemy versus, let's revive. So let's persist, never slow. In this journey our spirits grow. With enemy versus leading the way.